Yo, my dudes, what's going on? David here, and welcome to another reaction. This episode, we are diving into Season 2, Episode 1 of Castle, called Deep in Death. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. Hopefully, you are enjoying the reactions from me. Hopefully, you are having a wonderful day. But with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions. Episode extra early over there as well. It's about that time. It is about that time. Season 2 already of Castle. Freaking nuts, man. Buckle your seatbelts. Let's ride.
Given all his bestsellers, it's obvious Mr. Castle has tremendous insight into the criminal mind. I'm told in many occasions his participation was essential to solving your toughest cases.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, it was.
You were told that?
It really was, though.
By Castle.
Don't sit there and think that he didn't
excuse
help.
me for a
He
moment?
did help, Beckett.
Sir, could I talk to you in private for a moment, please?
Beckett, I have a couple.
Now.
It's raining men.
Castle, what are you
Hallelujah.
doing here?
Don't worry, we're still mad at him.
Man.
Kind of tree, mom and dad bickering. Seems like old times.
How's it going up there?
I got tree branches poking my boobs and spotlights shining up my booty.
Could be worse.
What did she say?
He didn't take it very well.
That we were done. And then she just walked away.
Oh!
Don't move! Don't move!
Whoa! In the body!
Yo!
Go! Don't move!
Guy's got a stable middle-class life, good job, good family.
Maybe it's when Max was jealous.
Yeah, maybe enough to kill him, but to steal his body?
Hey, Esposito, I need you to look up a friend of the Vic, Max Haverstock.
Esposito.
Yeah. Okay, find him and bring him in.
I know it. Your relationship isn't gonna be the same, Castle. You ruined it.
Did you ever call and tell John that?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Yeah, I told him we didn't deserve to be treated like that. But I promised him one day the worm would turn, because Karma's a nasty little bitch.
Is that why you killed him?
Okay, you coming off very wrong.
Who?
John,
Why would I want to kill John?
for firing you.
He didn't fire me. We were let go together on D-Day.
Oh, wow.
Fortunately, I was able to find another job.
Got you, son of a bitch.
How do they match it? Oh, there we go. We scan it.
Boom. Got a hit.
Who was it?
Luther Whitehead busted twice for possession with intent. Once on conspiracy, pled out on all three, did a nickel upstate for a gun charge, and is currently on parole for conspiracy to distribute.
Something tells me his parole's about to be revoked. You got an address?
Yeah.
The research is one thing, but the Russian mafia, the triad, you tangle with those people, and all the best sellers in the world are not going to protect you.
I don't plan on tangling. I'm just going to be another rich, bored thrill seeker looking to try my luck down there.
I don't like this idea, Castle.
Who?
That police detective of yours. Look, Ricky, there's only one reason that you'd be dumb enough to go down there, and that's to impress a girl.
Where you at, Russian man? Tattoos, tattoos.
I'm actually just a writer. Just do a little bit of research.
You went there?
Anything we might have heard of?
Stormfall, Storm's Last Stand.
Daddy Storm.
Yeah,
I love this guy. Why did you kill him?
it's a long story, but I'm working on a new one about underground poker. Very hush-hush. Just kind of came down to feel for the world, you know.
It's a prosthetic. That's why I didn't leave a mark on our Vic. That's our guy.
Hey, if he thinks Cass is a threat,
We gotta
Dang.
get him out of there now.
the security's pretty well armed. We go in there as cops, it might get messy. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go
Beckett,
in there.
relax.
And if I'm not out in 10 minutes, you guys call for backup. Can I have my purse, please?
No. You're under arrest.
Castle, could you get some backup, please?
I'm shocked he didn't like put up more of a fight, maneuver. He's a bigger guy.
So, we made a deal, and I expect you to honor it.
and you know, as Castle, he's not going to ignore it. He's gonna bring it up again.
I'm very, very sorry.
Castle. Oh, nothing? Oh no.
Castle,
Oh, there we go.
see you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, season 2, episode 1 of Castle. And there is hope after all. Coming into this season, I was very nervous about what was in store for Castle himself. He obviously, at the ending of season 1, revealed that he had ruined the trust between him and Beckett. He went as far as looking at her mother's file after she deliberately asked him not to. And so I was very curious to see what it meant for him in particular, the relationship they have. I knew it would be a bad one. I didn't think she would have come around and at least been okay with the idea of talking to him so soon. I'm glad that they did. Obviously, it was of good cause. They were able to solve a crime together. They kind of put it on the back burner, the whole drama they had going on. But it was also just for the case to be handled, and then that was supposed to be it. Beckett asked that it be it after this case, and he was going to give her wishes and walk away. It was up until Castle's daughter brought up her issues and the fact that her boyfriend Owen wouldn't apologize to him or to her. He was just trying to come up with a reason behind everything instead of just saying sorry. So that made Richard go back and think, and maybe I do need to just flat out apologize to Beckett. That would have been the first thing I would have told him to do. Obviously, what he did was wrong. We knew that at the end of season 1. The fact that he kind of didn't see it until the end of this episode bums me a little bit. Like, come on, dude. Like, what you did was some of the dirtiest stuff you can do, especially when someone specifically asked you not to do that. Come on, you can't do something like that. That is uncalled for. When it comes to the crime itself, that was some intense moments, man. I don't think the first season ever got that intense where, like, for a second there, I was like, man, I know Castle isn't going to die, but will he catch a bullet? You know how earlier the first season, I was like, man, I hate when they do shows where the villains don't really pose a threat. They're all talk, no, action. The fact that they crashed into the van that they were going in to the morgue and straight up had him at gunpoint the way they did, I was like, yo, someone can seriously catch a bullet. I thought the crime itself was really entertaining. It had me the whole time where, I couldn't even talk half of the reaction because of the fact that I was so into what was going on. Again, it was probably one of the more intense in all of season 1 and obviously the start of season 2. Hopefully this is the route we go, with better crimes. I see that they're going the route, it seems like, with a little more jokes being thrown in. It worries me a little bit, but I like the sense of humor of Castle, Esposito, and I never catch the other guy's name, but basically Esposito's partner. But yeah, like the fact that they're going to be throwing humor in as much as they are, it worries me a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, all right, they can do it though. They can get away with it. As long as they're serious when they need to be serious, that's all that matters to me. This is obviously isn't a Brooklyn Nine-Nine type show. Comedy and jokes are going to be all the time. It seems like it's just going to be subtle, here and there jabs at something funny. A lot of the humor in this episode was very like harsh to me, where I was like, come on, you can't make a joke like that. Now we're dealing with like death and stuff like that. But I mean, it's how the show is. So I'm just curious if they're going to go that route with more humor, or if they're just going to go whatever route they decide to go. I think the Beckett and Castle thing obviously shined the most, even though, like I said, there was a few moments in this episode where the crime itself made me worried for Castle. Beckett obviously was bothered still from the the stuff that occurred in season 1, season finale, where she was very bothered by the fact that he was posing and taking pictures and claiming that he was a huge asset to solving a lot of their crimes. Whether she likes it or not, Beckett needs to admit it. She knows for a fact he's been helping a shit ton. He's been a huge help. Castle's been solving and helping solve a lot of the crimes that they've been in season 1. But basically, I guess the Russian wrong. I thought for sure the guy in the blue shirt seemed like the go-to guy. They obviously caught that one guy was playing with the prosthetic finger he has. So I was wrong again. I usually am wrong. It seems like it's very rare when I guess them right in the show, but not much family this episode. I feel like I'm used to the family being more in the episode. Castle's daughter and mom. I'm curious if that's another thing they're gonna go. This is another season. There has to be changes some way, shape, or form. I feel like no season is the same. They always, take feedback from the first season and try to make changes. Are they gonna put less family in the show now, or is it gonna be just one of those based on the episode kind of things? More Esposito and his partner, which is good. I feel like they were in the first season a decent amount, but not as much as they were in this first episode of season 2. But yeah, man, I'm nervous. I'm still nervous to this day because I know how Castle is. And even though he was sincere with his apology, I know for a fact he's not going to put it to rest. He's like seriously going to keep trying to figure out who killed Beckett's mom. And, he's not going to give up. He's 100% not going to give up. And that worries me because she simply is just asking for him to move on from it like she had to, because she doesn't want to know the answer. But I know Castle. Castle loves the mystery. Castle loves to help a friend out. He's going to keep doing it. I got this gut feeling he's going to keep trying to find clues and figure it out. And hey, maybe at some point Beckett comes around and claims that she wants the answer and she's gonna help him out type of thing, where they're gonna both try to solve it together. But I have this gut feeling, man, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of him going behind her back again and trying to figure stuff out. Castle also loves putting himself out there. He's not very fearful of things, even though he's obviously a family man and he isn't a trained detective or anything like that. So that's why I'm saying like he helps this group so much, because he can go into a scene and say, I'm not a cop, because technically he isn't a cop, and so obviously he risked himself going in there. Really cool, like poker scene, very intense again. Obviously Beckett came to the rescue, changed up her look so she didn't look so cop-like, used a little bit of her Russian accent to help out the situation. Again, the only bum thing as well, another nitpick if you will, is that guy's a bigger man. And I'm not saying that there aren't techniques to take somebody heavier out and, you know, keep him down. I just thought he would have wiggled when she was holding him there and, you know, put up a little bit more fight. But I guess she had the gun pointed to his head, so he probably knew better. I would have been the dumbass and got shot because I was fighting to get loose. But no, I mean, really good episode. I'm definitely excited to start the season. Hopefully you are excited as I am to join me on the ride of season 2. It is getting juicier. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but it definitely is getting that. There's, you know, an overarching story that continues to brew, and I'm liking the brew, liking the energy and, you know, the direction it's going. I'm nervous for that direction, but I'm definitely excited to find out more clues about Beckett's mom and her, you know, and even her past in general. But that is the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction and the review portion of it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions, episodes extra early over there as well. But with that being said, I'm going to head on out. Thank you guys so much. Peace, guys.